Good morning, and welcome to New Hanover County Schools The Morning Show. I'm Hannah Bolick.
And I'm Michaela Sears. This is the week of January 19th through the 25th, and today our show features special segments on healthy habits and healthy weight.
That's right. January is drawing to a close, and hopefully most of you are still following those New Year's resolutions to be healthy.
If so, then keep up the good work. If you're faltering, perhaps our tips can inspire you and get you back on track.
Today's show also features Castle Haynes principal Cindy Bliss. We will learn a little about her and her plans for the school.
And in America's wildest places, we'll travel to Nuxubee Refuge in Mississippi and learn all about the wildlife there.
We have a packed show, but for now, it's time to swing over to the news desk and our news anchor who is standing by with our first look at today's headlines. Good morning.
Good morning, Hannah and Michaela, and welcome everyone to your school news here on The Morning Show. Topping the headlines this week, Board of Education holds the first regular meeting of the new year, New Hanover County Schools holds annual legislative meeting, and high school football players read to pre-K students. I will have all those stories and more coming up later in the show.
We get things going today with a staple here on The Morning Show with a segment we call This Week in History. Our Grand Master of Historical Knowledge has all the headlines from past times in This Week in History, brought to you by Kidsville News.
Welcome to This Week in History, covering all the colorful and amazing events that have left their mark on history's timeline. This is the week of January 19th through January 25th. January 19th, 2007, Beijing, capital city of China, gets its first drive-through McDonald's restaurant. The opening ceremony for the new two-story fast food eatery included traditional Chinese lion dancers and a Chinese Ronald McDonald. January 20th, 1841. During the First Opium War, China secedes the island of Hong Kong to the British. It was an agreement seeking an end to the First Anglo-Chinese conflict, which began in 1839. January 21st, 1793. One day after being convicted of conspiracy with foreign powers and sentenced to death by the French National Convention, Louis XVI is executed by guillotine. January 22nd, 1973. The Supreme Court decriminalizes abortion by handing down their decision in the case of Roe v. Wade. Despite opponents' characterization of the decision, it was not the first time that abortion became a legal procedure in the United States. For most of the country's first 100 years, abortion was not a criminal offense. In addition, it was also not considered immoral. January 23, 1968. The U.S. intelligence gathering ship Pueblo is seized by North Korean naval vessels and charged with spying and violating North Korean territorial waters. Negotiations to free the 83-man crew of the U.S. ship dragged on for nearly a year. Finally, your weekend in history tidbits. January 24, 1908. The Boy Scout movement begins in England with the publication of the first installment of Scouting for Boys. Thousands of English boys eagerly bought the handbook. By the end of April, scores of impromptu Boy Scout troops had sprung up across Britain. January 25, 1924. The first Winter Olympics take off in style in the French Alps. Spectators are thrilled by the ski jump and bobsled, as well as 12 other events involving a total of 6 sports. The International Winter Sports Week, as it was known, was a great success. That's This Week in History, your ultimate source for those key moments in time. Thanks for stopping by.
This Week in History is brought to you by Kidsville News, a fun and effective learning resource for children, teachers, and parents. It features school news, information, and local community events while promoting literacy and the development of good reading habits, character traits, and study skills in young children. And Kidsville News is always free. Copies are delivered every month to every elementary school in the New Hanover County school system.
And join us again next time for another journey through time as we explore the fun, fascinating, entertaining, and educational facts that make up This Week in History.
Now don't go away, we'll be right back.
What state am I? I receive an average of 4 inches of rain and snow annually. The U.S. government owns 85% of my land for military purposes. Tourism is the prime source of income for my state. Do you know who I am? If you've guessed Nevada, you're right. I received statehood in 1864.
This United States factoid has been brought to you by New Hanover County Schools on the Learning Network of the Cape Fear.
Welcome back to the morning show. I'm Hannah Bolick.
And I'm Michaela Sears. As January nears its end, we have a special feature to help you continue or form a new healthy habits this year.
This segment starts with 10 tips you can use to create any healthy habit. These tips are proven to be an effective method if you can stick with them.
Healthy habits may seem long and hard to start. However, if you stick to them, they'll become part of your lifestyle before you know it.
The second half of the segment has the list of different healthy habits you may want to form and explains why.
Here's our special on healthy habits for a healthy life.
Creating a new habit always sounds like an easy thing to do, but in reality, it takes a lot of time, planning, and drive. Here are 10 things you can do which will help you successfully form new habits. 1. Create your goal. Ask yourself, what is your goal? Make it reasonable. Dropping 30 pounds in a month may not be a reasonable goal, but 5 to 10 pounds might be. Step 2. Be specific. How many pounds would you like to lose? What part of your body would you like to see toned? Is there a certain date or an event you would like to reach your goal by? Figure out what you want and write it down. 3. List the steps needed to achieve your goal. For example, work out 4 days a week, eat more vegetables, or add strength training to your workouts. 4. Write down why you would like to achieve this goal. Why is it important to you? What is your motivation? Step 5. Write down your goals. Put your commitment in ink. Permanently promise yourself that this goal comes first. Step 6. Place your goal where you can see it. Put it on the refrigerator, or in your car, or on a bathroom mirror so you can see your goal every day. Step 7. Mark your calendar. Write in the times and dates you will complete each workout. If you put it in your schedule, you're more likely to commit to it and make it routine. 8. Stay positive. For each day you complete a workout, draw a star on your calendar. Or better yet, get yourself some gold star stickers. Did you do a great job? Yes, so mark it down. Step 9. Read and reread. Continue to read your goal and steps each day to make sure you stay on track. And step 10. Congratulate yourself along the way. For example, if you lose 10 pounds in 30 days, reward yourself with a massage. As you look to form new habits, remember every day is as important as the first day you started. Now that you have these steps to form a new habit, here are a few ideas for healthy habits. You may have some of these habits already, but if you don't, consider trying to form one. Floss every day. Flossing daily reduces the amount of gum disease-causing bacteria in the mouth. This bacteria can enter the bloodstream and trigger inflammation in the arteries, a major factor for heart disease. Move around. It is said, Exercise is the only real fountain of youth that exists. Study after study has documented the benefits of exercise to improve your mood, mentality, balance, muscle mass, and bones. Get enough sleep. Sleep is vital to good health and to mental and emotional well-being. People who don't get enough sleep are more likely than others to develop psychiatric problems and use the healthcare system. Plus, sleep deprivation can negatively affect memory, learning, and logical reasoning. Drink water and milk. Water and milk are essential fluids for good health, but they can also help with shedding pounds. The body needs water to keep properly hydrated, and calcium in dairy is known to be an important part for strong bones and teeth. Make and maintain social connections. Group activities can help keep the mind active and maintain desirable levels of serotonin, the chemical associated with mood. Social ties have many benefits, including providing information, emotional support, and a sense of belonging. Along with these suggestions, there are many healthy habits and suggestions online if you're looking to improve your life. Start by picking one you feel could enhance your life and try to turn it into part of your daily routine and lifestyle. Putting in the effort now can pay dividends in years to come.
Remember, healthy habits are hard to form, but once you do, they can add a lifetime of benefits. It's never too late to start forming them. You don't have to wait for a milestone or a new year to get started either.
It's time now for more of your school news, so let's send it back over to our news anchor. Good morning.
Good morning and welcome to Your School News on the Morning Show. I'm Dylan Grace. Our top story this week is the board notes. The Board of Education held their first meeting of the new year on January 6th. The meeting included recognitions of achievements, new administrative appointments, and more. I have the report. The first Board of Education meeting for the new year featured a variety of topics that included administrative appointments, special reports, and some new policies on second reading. Let's get to the board notes. In honor of School Board Appreciation Month, the district presented each board member with a coffee mug decorated with Castle Hayne Elementary School student artwork. Following the presentation, the Castle Hayne students were presented with certificates of appreciation for their contribution to the board members' gifts. Also recognized at the meeting was Rebecca Clark, physical education teacher at Virgo Preparatory Academy, who has been recognized as the 2014 North Carolina Middle School Physical Education Teacher of the Year. Under administrative updates, Donna Sloan was approved as the new district supervisor of AIG. Ms. Sloan previously served as the AIG teacher at Holly Shelter Middle School. Also, Kimberly Morrissey was approved as new assistant principal at Ashley High School. Ms. Morrissey was a special education teacher at Ashley High School. As part of the board role in managing Head Start, board member Edward Higgins gave a report on the program, which is expecting 1,400 applicants by March. Also under Head Start, the program's written plans for 2014 through 2015 and a non-competing continuation grant for 2015 through 2016 was approved. The information portion of the meeting included a presentation on the sold-out school drug and alcohol education program. The finance department had an excellent review from the state auditor report, and the board considered resolution letters written by Cabarrus County Schools regarding NCSBA letter grades. Policies for second reading included Policy 6233, awarding of career status, Policy 7410, grading system, Policy 8212, student attendance, Policy 8550, school-sponsored fundraising activities, new policy administration of emergency epinephrine and student assignment plan procedure. Finally, under new business, 2 drafts of local control of school calendar resolutions were presented to the board. They chose Draft B. The 2015 through 2016 curriculum course guide was approved. The local options for alternative schools item was approved. Snipes Academy of Art and Design was approved for the year-round calendar beginning the 2016-2017 school year. The Alliant Health Contract Amendment Number 1 was approved. The ADECO contract was approved and the board approved use of NC Education Lottery funds for project application for renovations needed at the Sidebury Road site for use as a swing site for College Park and Elementary School during building replacement. The next regular Board of Education meeting will be Tuesday, February 10th at 5:30 p.m. at the Board of Education Center, 1805 South 13th Street. As always, if you cannot attend the meeting in person, you can watch the rebroadcast Tuesday nights at 6 p.m., Friday mornings at 8 a.m., and Sundays at 1 p.m. Board meetings can also be watched online at www.nhcs.net. That's your board notes for January. Back to you. New Hanover County Schools has been selected for a site visit by the Friday Institute's Digital Learning Plan team. The Friday Institute for Educational Innovation at North Carolina State University has received a state contract to work with the Department of Public Instruction, the State Board of Education, policymakers, educators, business leaders, and other stakeholders to develop the North Carolina Digital Learning Plan. The Digital Learning Plan team will meet with Mary Hazel Small, Chief Financial Officer Don Brinson, Chief Technology Officer Dr. Kim O'Brien, Supervisor of Staff Development, and Dr. Julie Duclos Greenwood, Director of Instructional Services to gather input regarding digital learning in our school system. Parents, students, and community members are also invited to share their input at a meeting scheduled for January 29th at 5:30 p.m. at the Board of Education Center, 1805 South 13th Street. For more information on this meeting, you can contact Holly Evans at 910-254-4314. It was an exciting evening for Wrightsboro Elementary students and parents as the school closed out 2014 with a cultural arts showcase in the school library and cafeteria. The visual arts and performing arts are an integral part of a comprehensive curriculum and are essential for learning in the 21st century at Wrightsboro. The library was alive with drawings of all types and styles, showcasing the various levels of art skills the students were learning.
So we've been working a lot with design elements from 2nd grade all the way to 5th grade. 1st grade has been learning some Native American pictographs this last month and learning about texture. So they have been working on some buffalo drawings with oil pastels and paint and crushing and distressing paper to create some texture, and learning some of the cultural history of the Native American Indians and symbols, and learning that that was the language that the Indians used.
In addition to the artwork, the choral students gave their annual winter concert, and in conjunction, the school held its annual book fair. It was an evening packed with art, entertainment, and a chance to order a few early holiday presents for the new year. For all the latest on New Hanover County Schools, join us weekdays at 5:30 p.m. here on Time Warner Cable Channel 5 and Charter Cable Channel 191 for your school news, a complete half hour of all the latest news and information from New Hanover County Schools. Now back to our hosts.
Thanks. A meeting with the school principal, no matter how positive, can be an anxiety-laden experience for parents when it takes place across the desk in an office. To make things a little easier, we've got Coffee with the Principal, a chance for everyone in the community to get to know our frontline administrators in a relaxed setting over a good old-fashioned cup of coffee.
Good morning, I'm Malia Cassell. I'm Adam Cassell, and welcome to Coffee with the Principal. This morning we are talking with Miss Cindy Bliss,
Principal of Castle Hayne Elementary. Good morning, Miss Bliss. Let's get started.
Give us an outline of your education.
I went to college at the University of Potsdam and the University of Albany, and I then graduated and moved to Wilmington and got my teaching certification at UNCW.
Before you became principal, what did you do?
I was a teacher, and I taught middle school at South Brunswick Middle School in Brunswick County for 5 years.
That's a lot. What is the Why did you want to be a principal?
I wanted to be a principal to help make sure that all kids got an equal opportunity at education and make sure that teachers did everything they could to ensure kids received the education that they deserved.
Responsible. What are the most important qualities a principal should have and why?
They should be good listeners so that they can hear what students need and what teachers need and what parents need.
As a principal, how did you provide support for your teachers?
I want to make sure that they have all the resources and materials they need to teach all the kids. I also want to make sure that, that they have the time to teach so that they are not interrupted throughout the day.
What do you do for fun?
I read, and I read a lot. But I also have 4 kids, and I enjoy spending time with my family.
What goals did you set for your school this year?
This year I'm hoping to bring the Watchdog program to Castlehane Elementary, and that's getting dads involved in school every day. I also am challenging the teachers to ask students more critical thinking questions to the students to make them think harder and deeper.
Thank you, Miss Bliss. That wraps up the edition of Coffee with the Principal. I'm Malia. I'm Nadia. Back to you.
Oh, now don't go away. This rip-roaring edition of the morning show will continue right after this break. But before we go, we have our trivia question of the day.
You may not know, but January is Healthy Weight Awareness Month. It seems like many Americans are always looking for a diet or looking for a way to lose weight.
And with New Year's resolutions, many of which include get in shape, lose weight, eat healthier, it seems January is the height of weight loss attempts.
Which leads us to our trivia question. Today we ask, how much money do Americans as a whole spend on weight loss each year? A, 30 billion, B, 60 billion, C, 90 billion, or D, 120 billion?
We'll have the answer when we return.
Every trip, every time.
California, here I come!
Buckle up so you and your friends get home safely.
I must scream into the world from the top of some place very high.
Seatbelts save lives.
Okay.
Visit NHTSA.gov.
Low and slow.
Best friend, what are you gonna do?
Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Transportation and the Ad Council.
That is spectacular advice.
Welcome back to the morning show. I'm Hannah Bullock and my co-host is Michaela Sears.
Before the break, we mentioned January is Healthy Weight Awareness Month. Everyone wants to start the new year optimistic about losing weight. In fact, many gyms report twice the monthly average of new members in January.
Today, our trivia question asks, how much money do Americans as a whole spend on weight loss each year? A, 30 billion, B, 60 billion, C, 90 billion, or D, 120 billion? And the correct answer is B. Each year, Americans spend just over $60 billion on weight loss.
This includes everything from paying for gym memberships and joining weight loss programs to drinking diet soda.
With all that money being spent, nearly 75% of people who sign up for the year-long gym and weight loss programs in January do not even make it to August.
If you're one of those people who signed up this year, stick to it. Track yourself with short-term goals to help renew your determination after each accomplishment.
If you put your mind to it, you can avoid being one of the 75% and enjoy a successful year of weight loss.
Shifting gears now, an exciting addition to our morning show lineup last year was America's Wildest Places. Each month we take a visual and audio tour of one of America's national wildlife refuges, brought to you by the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. You'll learn about the plants and animals at each one, as well as what the different seasons of the year brings. Enjoy the sights and sounds of America's Wildest Places.
Noxubee National Wildlife Refuge is alive with sound. whether it's a lake at dawn, a field at midday, or a forest at dusk. The refuge is filled with a chorus of voices. And it's clear from this wild serenade that Noxubee National Wildlife Refuge is brimming with life. Initially established primarily as a sanctuary for migratory and wintering waterfowl, the refuge now plays host to some 15,000 ducks and geese during colder months. As waterfowl feed in the lakes and ponds, bald eagles perch high up in the lakeside trees, occasionally swooping down to scoop up a meal. Other dramas play out at the water's edge. Late summer is a good time to catch a glimpse of the wood stork, a bird on the state endangered species list that frequents wetlands near the rookery. By fall, as babies leave the nests, the rookery's treetops are almost a solid mass of white as its population swells to more than 30,000 birds. High perches in the cypress keep the young birds away from predators, including American alligators that patrol lakes and ponds. Alligators were introduced into the refuge in the 1960s in an unsuccessful attempt to control a runaway beaver population. The lake provided ideal habitat, and alligators gained a foothold. Now the refuge has several dozen of these large reptiles. While ponds are the province of some frog species, others prefer to hang out in trees. Male frogs are talented singers, crooning love songs designed to lure females to their wetland pads. If frogs are the voices of the night, birds are the vocalists of the day. In spring and fall, the wetland and upland forest canopies are filled with the songs of thousands of migratory songbirds. Many stop at the refuge only briefly to refuel as they travel between summering grounds further north and wintering areas in Central and South America. But many birds find the refuge ideal for longer summertime stays. From woodpecker to wood thrush, a variety of forest and wetland species find Noxubee the perfect place for bringing up babies. The Bluff Lake Boardwalk leads visitors past the Cattle Egret Rookery, and the Goose Overlook is an excellent place to see wildlife year-round. Morgan Hill Overlook provides a spectacular view of Lokfoma Lake. Miles of quiet country roads offer wonderful opportunities to observe and enjoy nature's splendor. No matter what brings you to the refuge, take some time to look around you. You'll be rewarded by the subtle beauty of a southern forest. And if you take the time to listen, you'll be treated to a most unusual serenade as a chorus of wild voices sings songs of celebration for a landscape restored to life.
We have so many unique places all across the United States. Keep America's wildlife refuges in mind if you're planning a trip across the country.
All right, it's time now for this week's lunch menu. This is the menu from Monday, January 19th through Monday, January 26th.
On Monday, January 19th, enjoy your day off as we celebrate the Martin Luther King Jr. holiday.
Then on Tuesday, January 20th, after enjoying your holiday, come back to school and enjoy orange chicken with rice, breaded mozzarella sticks with marinara sauce, or mouth-watering bacon cheeseburger. Your Tuesday sides are also enticing. They include glazed carrots, a garden salad, and fresh fruit.
On Wednesday, January 21st, sit down for a wonderful meal of either a chicken quesadilla with Spanish rice, a pork chop sandwich, or cheesy breadsticks. As if that's not good enough, alone, you can even add a pasta salad, delicious corn, a healthy garden salad, and sweet pineapple chunks to top off the meal.
On Thursday, January 22nd, awaken your taste buds with a flavor-packed lasagna roll-up with a roll, a BLT sandwich with cheese cubes, or oven-fried chicken with a roll. Accompany your entree with sweet potato puffs, a garden salad, and fresh fruit.
Then, on Friday, January 23rd, end the week on a high note and chow down on a hot dog with chili, a turkey and cheese hoagie, or chicken nuggets with a roll. A marvelous list of side items include macaroni and cheese, baked beans, crisp carrot sticks, a garden salad, and flavorful spiced apples.
Finally, on Monday, January 26th, shake off those Monday morning blues at lunch with your choice of chicken Alfredo with a breadstick, French bread pizza, or a deluxe chicken sandwich. Finish the meal off with garden peas, glazed sweet potatoes, a garden salad, and appetizing mixed fruit.
And there you have the lunch menu for the week.
Don't forget, you can also start your day off with a healthy and hearty breakfast at school.
Speaking of food, we now have a wonderful segment to help you eat right and stay healthy.
And that segment is Food Facts. And this features specialists from the New Hanover County Children's Nutrition Office joins us with important information for living healthy and happy lives. This week, Cindy Flippo tells us how eating the right nutrients can help fight off the cold and flu.
It's that time of year again. Cold and flu season is upon us. We've all heard that increasing our intake of vitamin C will help ward off these viruses. But are there any foods that can help you stay healthy? Today I'm going to talk about foods that can help you stay healthy during cold and flu season. We all know that vitamin C can help keep our immune system strong. Most people think about oranges or orange juice as the only way to get vitamin C. There are plenty of other foods that have vitamin C. They include grapefruit, oranges, kumquats, tangerines, clementines, tomatoes, chilies, pineapple, and red peppers. Probiotics, which are the live active cultures found in some yogurts, are a healthy bacteria that can help keep your gut free of germs. Look at the label to see if there is any live or active culture seal. The following brands have live and active cultures: Activia, Chobani, Dannon, Fiber One, Go-Gurt, Trix, and Yoplait. Some store brand yogurts also have live and active cultures. Just look for the seal. Whole grains have a type of fiber that is antimicrobial and has an antioxidant ability. It can help boost immunity. Try to incorporate whole grains into one meal each day. Make sure to look for products that have 100% whole grain. Garlic contains ingredients that will help fight off infections and bacteria. One study has shown that people who consume garlic regularly are 2/3 less likely to catch a cold. Garlic is included in a variety of different recipes. Try to include garlic in your diet weekly. Selenium, a mineral that is found in mushrooms, cod, shrimp, tuna, halibut, salmon, shellfish, and mustard seeds, can help white blood cells clear viruses out of the body. Salmon, mackerel, and herring in particular can reduce inflammation, which can increase airflow in the lungs and help protect you from colds and respiratory infections. Try adding one of these items to your diet every week. Not only can chicken soup help warm you up on a cold day, it can help thin the mucus in your airways. So feel free to add chicken soup to your weekly menu during the cold months of fall and winter. Zinc is very important in the development of white blood cells, which help to recognize and destroy bacteria and viruses. To increase your zinc intake, add a 3-ounce serving of lean beef to your diet. If you do not like beef, try adding oysters, fortified cereal, pork, poultry, yogurt, or milk to your diet. Your skin is a major part of your immune system. It is one of your first lines of defense against invading germs. Vitamin A, which helps play a major role in keeping your skin healthy, should be added to your diet. Try adding half a cup of foods rich in beta-carotene, such as sweet potatoes, carrots, squash, canned pumpkin, or cantaloupe. If you like spicy and are feeling adventurous, try adding some chili peppers to your diet. Capsaicin, the compound that makes peppers hot, can stop sickness before it starts. This is because they help increase the antibodies that help colds and infections. Adding these foods to your diet may help you ward off the dreaded cold or flu. Make sure to get plenty of water, 8 to 10 glasses a day, and rest to help keep your immune system strong. I'm Sydney Flippo with the New Hanover County Schools Child Nutrition Department. Stay healthy this flu season by eating right, and hopefully you can avoid a trip to the doctor.
Thanks, Sydney.
Coming up in the show, we'll have more health tips as we compete in a fun game.
But first, as we head to a break, we leave you with a great moment in music.
Giuseppe Verdi's Triumphal March is in the Act 2 finale from his opera Ada. The grand music of the march heightened the spectacular closing scene and amazed audiences.
The opera was Verdi's most impressive and one of the most popular operas ever written. He composed it in 1870 and it premiered on December 24th, 1871 in Cairo, Egypt.
Verdi was an Italian composer whose passion for music began when he helped his church organist at age 7. He completed the first of his many operas in 1839. His gift for stirring melody, tragic and heroic situations struck a chord in Italy, which struggling for freedom and unity.
Here's this morning's great moment in music.
I know, 2 seconds. Hang on, just stand still. Stand still, love. 1 second. I know. Just okay, good. Okay, go. No. Boys, hang on, boys!
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of children in foster care who will take you just as you are.
Welcome back to the morning show. I'm Hannah Bullock and my co-host is Michaela Sears, and we have our January segment of Snapshots.
In Snapshots, we take quick looks at some of the positives going on around our school system, from fun projects to school-wide events to guest speakers and fabulous field trips. There are so many great things for our schools to celebrate.
Third grade students at Murrayville Elementary showed off their smarts at their annual Cultural Heritage Fair. Several students and families attended and learned about students' heritage, including fun facts, traditions, and even sampled some foods from various countries all around the world.
It was all about farms in Miss Denise Snow's kindergarten class at Coddington Elementary School. Students studied farm animals, machinery, and food crops, and then created their own miniature farms. They finished up with a dramatic performance of The Little Red Hen and a celebration with parents and other students.
The New Hanover High School Marching Wildcats hoped to cheer on the UNCW basketball team during one of their games. It was a great experience for the high school band members to perform at a college event. The Seahawks were thrilled to have the sounds and support of the band.
Mike Arkinson and Eliza Baldwin came to Bradley Creek introduce and celebrate Geographic Information Systems Day with 4th and 5th grade AIG students. The presenters shared a series of short videos about maps, including their history, uses, and global applications. Students learned that maps not only provide information about our geographic location, but also about our climate, economy, and humanitarian needs, and much more.
Kindergartners in Ms. Garrido's dual immersion class at Forest Hills Global Elementary learned about other languages in their classroom. They found their names in many languages other than Spanish and English. They put their favorites on display for others to see.
Ogden Elementary School Quest for the Summit students visit the UNCW campus as part of their rock climbing and rope tying lessons. Quest for the Summit is a team-building after-school program where students work on basic rock climbing skills and how to support each other as a team.
That was this month's Snapshot.
It's time for more Your School News on the Morning Show. Let's send it back to our news anchor.
Thank you, Hannah and Michaela, and welcome everyone to Your School News here on the Morning Show. The New Hanover County Board of Education and New Hanover County Schools Superintendent, Dr. Tim Markley, hosted the 2015 Legislative Luncheon for state and local legislators. School system administrators, teachers, and senior leadership were also in attendance. The luncheon served as a forum to discuss legislative items of concern prior to the start of the 2015 legislative session. We get a full report from YSN reporter Bobby Blue.
For the fourth year, New Hanover County Schools held its annual legislative luncheon. The event provides the superintendent and members of the school system a chance to speak one-on-one about their concerns with many of our state and local representatives. Topics addressed at this year's meeting including restoring funding for driver's education, teachers' assistance and instructional resources, salary increases for veteran teachers, and granting local districts flexibility with the academic calendar.
In terms of budget, 55% of our funds come from the state legislature. North Carolina is a very unique system where it's much more state-driven than in other systems. 29% comes from New Hanover County, and folks, that 29% is what makes a lot of the things, the extra things that we do possible. Then we get about 10% in federal. In terms of where it goes, 71% goes directly to instruction. That's teachers, materials, and what happens in the classroom every day.
On hand at this year's event were Representatives Ted Davis, Rick Catlin, and Senator Michael Lee. County Commissioners Jonathan Barfield, Beth Dawson, and Rob Zappel, as well as other law enforcement and community leaders. New Hanover County Schools Teacher of the Year Meredith Kukowski shared ways she felt legislators could support educators. In a passionate speech that earned a standing ovation, Kukowski spoke about the frustrations teachers and students feel regarding testing.
We have been inundated, as I'm sure you all have been too, in the last few years with state tests. Every year, despite the frustration and the worry that we are missing the point, we work so hard to help our students meet the requirements set forth by people who don't know their stories, don't know their battles, don't know their tribulations.
New Hanover County Principal of the Year Robin Hamilton also spoke to the gathering and shared her own thoughts on steps Raleigh could take to improve public education.
One common characteristic shared between public school employees and elected officials is transformational power. Both groups, public school employees and elected officials, have the power to transform our already stellar public schools into the best public schools in the nation.
Board of Education Chairman Don Hayes closed the meeting by telling the gathering that this event has provided some of those positive feedback and partnership between the school system and its locally elected officials. Reporting for Your School News, this is Bobby Blue.
With the end of the high school football season, many of the Huggard Viking players took time to share with their many supporters. The young students at the North Carolina Pre-K Center were thrilled with their special visitors. The players talked with them about sports and read numerous books to the students. Many of the players were paired with a student with whom they would read aloud and shared an engaging discussion about the book or books they read together. All the players helped to strengthen the reading skills and imagination of the young students. Robin Hamilton, the principal at Parsley Elementary, was named New Hanover County School Principal of the Year back in June. Now it looks like Miss Hamilton is moving on to the next level, as a major announcement was made last week in a special ceremony at the school. We have all the details in this report.
Dr. Robin Hamilton of Parsley Elementary School has been named 2015 Southeast Regional Principal of the Year by the North Carolina Department of Public Instruction. The news was delivered to Dr. Hamilton at a surprise ceremony and reception last week at the school. In attendance were New Hanover County Board of Education members, NCDPI officials, New Hanover County Schools senior staff, Parsley Elementary School staff and students, and Dr. Hamilton's family. Dr. Sandra Sheridan, retired Assistant Superintendent of Human Resources, was the keynote speaker for the event.
Well, I feel very thankful, very humbled, very, very surprised. But what a great honor, and I know there were so many wonderful candidates, and just to be recognized at this level is just such a great honor, and I'm just so thankful and so proud and just so pleased and so very surprised.
This past June, Dr. Hamilton was named New Hanover County's Principal of the Year and was then chosen out of other top principals from 13 counties in southeastern North Carolina to be named 2015 Regional Principal of the Year. She will now go on to compete against 7 other principals for the honor of State Principal of the Year in May of 2015. Reporting for Your School News, this is Heather Jensen.
That's all for now. To watch this week's edition of Your School News online, visit the school system's website at www.nhcs.net and click on the NHCS TV logo on the homepage. Now back over to Hannah and Michaela.
Thanks, Dylan. We bring our show to a close with another fun and exciting morning show game.
That's right. Since it's Healthy Weight Awareness Month, our game today involves weight trivia and an activity.
Exciting! Let's send it back over to Dylan Grace, who has all the rules. Welcome back, Dylan.
Thank you. Here are the rules. We have 2 rounds, a question round and a challenge round. In the question round, you will each get to answer 5 questions, and I will rotate back and forth, starting with Hannah. For every correct answer you will get an extra 10 seconds to add to the challenge round of the game. We'll go through the questions and then I will explain the challenge. Okay, contestants, are you ready for the questions? Hannah, according to calorie control diets, how many calories must you cut from your daily intake to lose a pound in 1 week? A, 500, B, 1,000, C, 250, or D, 100?
B?
That is incorrect. The answer is A, 500. It is generally accepted that there are 3,500 calories in 1 pound. Okay, Michaela. Which of these food groups is the most calorie dense, that is, has the most calories per gram? A, protein, B, carbohydrate, C, sugar, or D, fat?
Carbohydrates?
That is incorrect. The answer is D, fat. Fat has approximately 9 calories per gram, over double that of sugar, carbohydrates, and protein. All right, Hannah, back to you. If you start adding 2 teaspoons of sugar and 2 teaspoons of full-fat cream to your coffee, approximately how much weight can you gain in 1 year from this change? A, none, B, 10 pounds, C, 25 pounds, or D, 5 pounds?
D?
Did you say D?
D, yes.
That is incorrect. The answer is B, 10 pounds.
I should have said B.
Could have just changed it. Each teaspoon of cream has over 35 calories, and each teaspoon of sugar has 16 calories, adding over an extra 37,000 calories each year. All right, Michaela. How many minutes would someone have to walk at a moderate pace to work off 2 extra teaspoons of cream and 2 extra teaspoons of sugar in a coffee? A, about 30 to 45 minutes, B, about an hour, C, about 15 to 20 minutes, or D, about 5 minutes?
B?
That is incorrect. The answer is C, about 15 to 20 minutes. An hour of moderate walking burns about 360 calories. All right,
I don't think you can
back to
earn any
Hannah.
points.
Have there been no right answers yet?
No.
All right. All right, Hannah. Which foods cause the body to use more calories to digest them than they contain and may cause you to lose weight? A, celery, B, none, C, oats, or D, legumes?
A?
That is incorrect. I thought that was right though. The correct answer is B, none. There's no such thing as a miracle food, unfortunately. Science has debunked the myth of negative calorie foods.
I don't know what that last thing was.
All right, Michaela. What do we mean when people talk about the GI of foods? A, the glycemic index. B, the general information. C, the gluttony indicator. Or D, the group insertion.
I actually know this one. It's A.
It is A.
That was such an easy question. You could have guessed that. So it's the only one that made
It could have been the gluttony indicator.
Oh yeah, I actually got one.
So the correct answer is A, the glycemic index. The glycemic index of foods tells you what effect their carbohydrates have on your blood sugar levels. All right, Hannah. Which of these foods has the lowest GI? A, sugar, B, potato, C, white bread, or D, brown rice?
D, brown rice.
That is correct.
Yes! Finally got one.
So the correct answer is D, brown rice. Brown rice has the lowest GI and is said to be helpful in preventing blood sugar fluctuation when eaten in moderation. All right, Michaela. Which technique leads to weight loss? A, none of these. B, sleeping less to burn more calories when awake. C, having only one meal a day. Or D, steam baths.
A.
That is correct. None of these techniques are recommended by nutritional authorities as contributing to safe weight loss. It's weird to have the first one be none of them.
I know.
All right, Hannah. Which of the following techniques may improve your chances of weight loss? A, using a smaller plate. B, recording your food intake daily. C, all of these. Or D, drinking sufficient water to remain hydrated.
Whichever one was all of these.
So C?
So C.
That is correct. All of these techniques may improve your chances of losing weight. All right, Michaela, this is the last question. Regardless of the method chosen, what are the basic principles that lead to weight loss, according to the experts? A, having half a grapefruit with every meal. B, taking nutritional supplements daily. C, having cabbage soup for lunch. Or D, eating less and exercising more.
B.
That is incorrect. The correct answer is D, eating less and exercising more. When it comes to weight loss, the most consistent advice is that people should eat less and move more. Good job, contestants. Hannah, you earned 20 seconds for the challenge game, and Michaela, you also earned 20 seconds. Now we're going to take a quick break while we set up for the challenge. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
Hey, Luis, did you know that you're Elmo's plan?
Your plan?
Yeah, Elmo's mommy said that if Elmo is too sick to go to school, the plan is that Elmo stays with Luis and Maria.
Oh, yes, we have that plan all in place.
Great!
You never know when your child will be too sick to go to school. So have a plan ready so your child can stay home and get healthy.
Luis is the man, because he's Elmo's plan. The man, because he's Elmo's plan.
To learn more about preventing flu, visit flu.gov.
Welcome back to The Morning Show. I'm Dylan Grace, and joining me are Hannah Bullock and Michaela Sears. They have just answered questions and earned extra time for the second part of our morning show challenge. Each contestant has 60 seconds of free time, and we will add their earned time to that, so you both will have 80 seconds. And the challenge is simple. Using the time you have, you must stack 5 apples one on top of the other so that they will stand alone for at least 3 seconds. You may not alter the apples in any way. All right, so we're going to start with Hannah. Begin when I say go. And go. It's a lot harder than it looks.
Yeah. Like, that's not happening. It's perfectly flat. Oh. Lost an apple.
Oh, yeah. We need, no, we need to keep going, keep going.
Make them all nice and soft and mushy.
Does that make them easier to stack?
Probably. I think I've got 2 to say. There's 2. Oh.
No, that doesn't count. That'll count. That's 3.
The stem on that one is too long. Stop being good.
Oh, well, that's not 4 yet. Oh.
And my 3 is gone now. Okay, 80 seconds is a long time.
It is a long time. You're still only at 3. That might not be the best one to go in the middle, like this.
Damn, it's a stupid stem.
It is a stupid stem. You have 5 seconds left, by the way. Nope, time's up. All right, so Hannah, you got 3 in the full time. Okay, Michaela, now it's your turn. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, and go. It's not self-standing yet. I'm thinking about how I do it, and I'm like questioning strategies, apple stacking strategies.
Is that even a thing?
We just made it a thing.
I was gonna say, we're doing it, aren't we? See, the stem is killing you too.
You haven't gotten 3 yet.
How is this possible? You have to find the right balance of the big part with the apple.
Not Nope. Okay, that's 3. You have 5 seconds left. No, it's.
We tied.
Well, you both got 3, but Hannah got 3 earlier.
You know what?
I don't make the rules. The people behind the scenes do. Okay, so Hannah, you won, and that does it for this edition of the morning show. Remember, for the best TV of all, each and every day, keep it tuned right here for New Hanover County Schools TV on the Learning Network of the Cape Fear. Have a great day.